So I shot this video about 6 months ago. I had designed a sign to go up on the roof of a vintage trailer that a client was turning into a sort of one-room motel. Now, I was incredibly overbooked at the time, so I shot this one sort of guerrilla style, foregoing any real composition or color balance or anything. So let's see how it turns out. Okay, so I was on to the CNC stuff, but I had to go back to the aluminum stuff because I completely forgot to cut a couple of pieces and forgot to drill all the holes in like 4 other pieces. It was a lot of holes, but I didn't film any of that because, you know, guerrilla style. I am using thread cutting. Where am I? Wrong one. Oh, I'm over here. I am using thread cutting screws, so they cut their own threads. I don't have to tap each one of these. And I'm adding a little thread locker for good measure. When you keep reaching all the way across the bench for the screws instead of just moving the screws. Except I'm down there now. Getting these screws down in here, I have to be careful of hitting the sides, otherwise the screw falls off. So it's like playing a game of Operation. I added some magnets here, but I'm not sure how much they're helping. Got distracted by the aluminum stuff. Now I got to get back to the robot stuff. Ran right into a clamp. Guerrilla style. It's still good. It's still good. All right, so let me explain what happened here. This piece is a little too long for my machine, so I'm having to cut it in sections called tiles, which means you cut one tile and then you shift the material over and you cut the next tile. And this is the first time I've done this, and I did everything right except switch to the next file. That means I was cutting the exact same file over again, and I cut right across my piece. But I only got 1/8 of an inch deep, so I think I can just fill that with some putty. So I'm just going to keep going. By the way, if you're curious about the faux wood grain technique I'm using, I've got a video on that. I'll also link to it down in the video description. If you can't find yellow screws, and you can't, just paint them. I can't find the other half of the legs. Oh, right here. Now I can't find the transformers. Same place as the legs. Pro tip, when you're using wire cutters, make sure your finger is out of the way. I had the camera off, so you missed out on all the creative vocabulary. I highly suggest getting one of these right-angle drivers. I don't need it very often, but when I do, it is invaluable. Hey! Isn't that always the way? So I actually did go through all the trouble of putting together a makeshift platform and setting this thing up outside at dusk to get some nice portfolio shots of it. But of course I completely forgot to get any video. So here it is back in my workshop. If you'd like to see some of the other stuff I'm working on that I won't have time to make videos on, be sure to follow me over at Instagram at Wesley_treat. I like to post a lot of behind the scenes stuff over there. And also at Patreon, if you'd like to see some bonus content and you'd like to help support my channel, follow the link down in the description. Now, I've got to get this thing broken down and all crated up and sent out of here so I can get on to the next job. Thanks for watching.